I've gotten so much better at taking Wojaks. Oh my god. I don't understand the whole baby meme. Why is it funny? It's one of those things where you just had to be there. But picture this, every morning. It was like TFF. Remember TFF 2022? I did the con recap for that. I had a suite and I had a room directly in front of that same advertisement. And that year, it was macro bell pepper. It was a picture of a zoomed in macro shot of the inside of a bell pepper taken with like an iPhone 13 or whatnot. And imagine that every morning you wake up, hi bell pepper, and then you get on with your day. This time around, hello, screaming, crying child. That's how it is. That's exactly what it is. And put it in the perspective of furry convention con rooms. Imagine you're partying, you're having a wild party, and you look over and you see a judgmental, crying child staring at you. Like a huge picture of it too. And imagine that for at least one quarter of the rooms at that con. You had that view. If you were on Twitter during the weekend of TFF, you probably saw that picture, that little advertisement, a lot. And you know what's even more ironic about it? The fact that as soon as the con ended Monday, they had taken down that advertisement. The crying baby was gone. I know this is a conspiracy theory, but I'd like to think that that shit was planned to happen strictly during TFF. Now, is there a way to know for sure? Absolutely not. Maybe the poster or the advertisement was up before the con, but it's a bit too close. This was in my friend Russ's room because he ended up getting a suite. As soon as you enter the bedroom, I mean, like, come on, it's right there. Just how uncanny it is. You turn the corner to go into the bedroom. You see this first thing. You wake up in the morning, you look to your left, and it's right there. Russ, you had a clear shot, a full view of this. And it's the child is making eye contact. And they need to stop staring at me. God, now you got your emotes too. Now I gotta cover that side of the screen so I don't feel like I'm being watched. And then I also edited a bit of a zoom in of the photo and added a filter. That just makes it even more uncanny. I was very nostalgic for the macro bell pepper. I missed that bell pepper. It was such a cool view, and it's kind of funny that it ends up being, yet again, an iPhone advertisement for this one. The baby was a part of our room. I know it's a conspiracy theory, but it feels planned. I feel like someone out there did this on purpose. We also had the thought, because it's also advertisement that you can have on that billboard there. Couldn't we technically all get together and pay for some advertisement on that wall as well? Wouldn't be a bad idea now, would it? Makes me wonder though, how much would it be? Does anyone have any like connections or know where we can go about maybe getting our own little advertisement for that weekend of the con? I do wonder when this kid grows up in like 2 decades or so, give or take, and then checks the internet and randomly comes across furry convention memes from 2 decades ago and sees that they're one of the biggest memes for one of the biggest furry conventions to happen in the year of 2024. As in the picture of their face of them crying for an iPhone 15 advertisement is one of the biggest memes that year. In fact, it got so good, I ended up doing a Wojak meme of it. Hold on. I've gotten so much better at taking Wojaks. Oh my god. I was in the parking lot right in front of the advertisement, so I saw an opportunity, and I took said opportunity. And Russ waited very patiently for me to take these photos. And you know what? It's good, because it was good enough that one of my friends ended up doing an artistic draw over of the meme. Let me see if I can find the draw over that my friend Smerl did. So if you don't know Smerl arts, they're very infamous. It looks just as good. Oh my god, I just realized that the baby lights up too for the advertisement. Look at that. It's fucking lit. It's more lit up than the fucking buildings in the back. There's gotta be some deep lore to this. There's no way that this was not done on purpose. I'm telling you right now that that thing isn't real. Does anyone have any more info on this from the con itself? Anyone else know, besides the fact that this was memed into oblivion? Like, I'm not not even joking, every time I checked Twitter that weekend, this would be like every other post. Someone taking a selfie in front of the crying baby advertisement, someone taking a picture of it as they wake up, someone taking a picture of it at like a room party or something, because that it was just like every picture that you would see in someone's room or somewhere at the con that had a window, the crying child would be there in the back just vibing. Russ ended up creating the baby pondering chair. Literally, he took, you know the little single chair in a hotel room? I like to call it the Sneeko chair. Because it's just like the chair in the corner separate from the beds. He took that chair, placed it in front of the window, so at the party you could sit in the baby pondering chair. And this was your view. I pondered, which, not gonna lie, it was a really nice view, seeing like the buildings and the lit up skyscrapers in the back, but it's just so funny that this is the most lit up thing immediately in front of you. I hope I helped explain why this became the biggest meme for TFF that weekend. And it was also a good thing, because there wasn't any drama, or at least not that I saw. I don't want to say there wasn't any drama, knocking on wood, because maybe there was. But because this ended up being one of the most prominent things people were posting about with regards to TFF, with regards to that weekend, it became like the big focal point of discussion. No one gave a shit about whatever dumb drama was happening at the con. They were focused on what the hell was going on in the advertisement. When they wake up in the morning, when they look out their window and see that. See, that's why I am so glad that this became a meme this con, because you could check Twitter or you could check furry social media and not always see things going up in flames. Just people enjoying the con, a small aspect that had, quite frankly, nothing to do with the con itself. This had nothing to do with it. It was just part of the environment outside of it. And it was the one thing that was discussed the most about the convention. It was great. And it was so funny too, because people were already making stickers and prints to give out and sell at the con. Like literally, like when I was in the dealer's den, one of the artists that I was going to get a sticker from had literally made that night prior stickers of the crying child's face to give out. I'm like, damn, you guys are on top of this shit. I'm glad that that was honestly something that we all agreed as just one of the most funny things to happen from that con. I mean, the con itself was good. TFF was great. I had a good time. But just knowing that that was a constant of the con, including Macro Bell Pepper, or at least kind of like Macro Bell Pepper, obviously a little bit better than Macro Bell Pepper. Honestly, I'm just glad that we could all come together and agree that that was entertaining. We needed that. We needed one thing that we all come together as a community and agree was entertaining and funny. God, I love furry convention memes. Not just because it encapsulates the experience of being at that con, like you kind of had to be there to really get it, but either way, that was the big thing that happened at TFF. It was the one thing that unified us all. It was the one thing that unified TFF.